Rich Dad. Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki explained a very interesting concept he calls the cash flow quadrant. He says there is a thin line between the rich and the poor. Those on the left side of the quadrant work for money because they need security, while those on the right side of the quadrant work for freedom so they don't have to work hard their entire life. Here are 8 assets that make people rich and never work again. 1. A business. At some point in time, all of us have been awestruck by successful entrepreneurs. We wonder how they manage to amass billions of dollars in one single lifetime. At times, we also get swayed by Hollywood stereotypes. We feel that the ultra-rich are corrupt and inhumane cronies who haven't sweat a drop in their lives. But this thinking is our biggest mental block that keeps us poor. Our whole lives creating a profitable business requires every drop of your sweat and blood, identifying a business idea, and successfully scaling it into a multinational corporation is no child's play. Every self-made, ultra-rich entrepreneur in the world, including Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, was made in the same way through hard work. The difference between rich entrepreneurs and employees is the same as the difference between passive and active income. Entrepreneurs work really hard for the first few years to create a business, while employees work hard throughout their lives. Entrepreneurs create assets that earn them money for the rest of their lives without working anymore, while employees live paycheck to paycheck. Entrepreneurs secure their own lives in their children's lives, while employees die poor without leaving anything behind for the next generations. 2. Real estate, while creating a business, is one of the best assets for ending up with millions in net worth. It is not the only one. All of us come from different financial circumstances. For many of us, having a safe and secure job with benefits is crucial to stand on our own 2 feet. With such constraints, leaving job security and starting a business is not always a risk you can take. However, that doesn't mean you have to break your back throughout your life. Working for someone else, you can still get out of the rat race if you start making the right investing decisions at the right time in your life. When you are young and earning an average salary, buying real estate seems next to impossible. However, that's where OPM comes in, and Robert Kiyosaki's words, OPM stands for other people's money. Simply put, he encourages people to borrow money to buy rental real estate. Such properties create a second income stream for you, other than your 9-to-5 job. The rental income pays for mortgage payments and other expenses, still adding some money to your pocket. Also, real estate investment lowers your taxes, which is like free money in your pocket. So why not make use of the tax breaks that come with it? Gradually, as you start acquiring more and more rental properties, you become less and less dependent on your next paycheck. And that's when you truly acquire financial freedom. You don't have to work for money. Your assets work for you. And if you are smart about it, you will start adding multiple passive income streams as you go, creating wealth that you can pass on to the next generation's third. Paper assets. We all know by now that businesses and real estate initially require time and effort before you can reap benefits from them. Most of us don't have that much time to spare after working for 10 to 12 hours a day. In such cases, Robert Kiyosaki shares another route to financial freedom. It requires disciplined spending habits, but it is much easier to start for people with a time and money crunch. Instead of spending your hard-earned money on going to pubs and bars every week, you can invest those in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and G-Secs. Each instrument has its own risk, so you can choose based on your risk-taking capacity. These assets free you from tackling the challenges of managing a business or real estate, and at the same time they allow you to invest in other people's successful and profitable businesses. The more you save and invest, the faster you can get out of the rat race of 9 to 5 and free up your time to add additional passive income streams to your portfolio. 4. Commodities. Do you know why the dollar keeps gaining or losing value? Because paper money is a man-made concept. It's not real. It has value only because the governments back it. And governments can back it because the Fed can print more of it anytime it wants. This means the dollar has no value of its own. Today, the US is the world superpower, so dollar is the most valuable currency tomorrow. If some other country beats the US to become the world superpower, the country's currency will replace the dollar. So saving in just one currency is never the best asset to create intergenerational wealth. No one knows when that piece of paper becomes worthless. To overcome all these shortcomings of paper currency, all ultra-rich